Alright, buddy. I'm gonna go ahead and play this last battle for the Sega Genesis, one of the original launch titles for the Genesis when it was first released back in 1989. And I'm gonna ask myself after playing this for a while, and I do have experience playing this, because I do, have a lot of great memories of the Genesis. Unfortunately, my opinion, this wasn't one of my favorite memories. But I'm going to go ahead and, play it again. It's been a very long time since I played this. I'm going to go ahead and play it again. And as I played it, wanted to see and ask myself, did it deserve all that negative feelings I gave to it back then? And what can I say? I mean, let's start off with the story. I mean, the story is loosely based on Fist of the North Star. Your character should be Ken from Fist of the North Star, and the job is in that movie. If you ever seen that film, very famous Japanese anime, that you're the Fist of the North Star, and there's several different fists. You have the South Star, the West, and so forth. And there are certain people who, brothers, as a matter of fact, who believe they should be the Fist of the North Star. His own friend, who is the Fist of the South Star, he turns on him because he wants his girl. Ends up taking his girl. So what does Ken have to do after being injured? Ken has to go out there and save his girlfriend. So this is loosely based on it, as you can see. One of the cool things I can honestly say about it is the fact that you have different roads that you can go to play the game. Eventually you're going to go ahead and play all the roads and stuff, and you're going to fight different bosses, as you can see. But again, loosely based on the Fist of North Star. So that's what actually made it so exciting for me back then when I was actually saw it coming out. I'm like, oh my god, I'm going to play Fist of the North Star. The Japanese game, from what I understand, is a lot better. And this one, as you can notice, that whenever I'm either punching or kicking the enemies, they just fly off out of screen. There you go. See, as they fly off out of the screen. But when you play the Japanese version, my understanding is that you actually hit it. I saw somebody do a review on it and actually had a clip of it in which their heads explode. And there's actually some kind of gore to it. So I don't know, I guess visually that would make it a little more interesting. As you can see, he has that's actually his move from the Fist of the North Star. Again, it's loosely based on it. They call him Azak and Sid. I don't know. But okay, so there goes the story. So it's loosely based on it. Obviously, it's a beat 'em up, side-scrolling beat 'em up. You are consistently walking to the right until you get to the end of that level, in which you will face a boss like this. He does have special maneuvers. As you can see, that's his special maneuver. There's some conversations between you and the boss, or whoever it is in the level. You meet up friends and you meet enemies, of course. Let's just go with gameplay, man. I'm trying to delay this, but I'm just gonna have to go ahead and just say it. The controls are terrible. I mean, you feel so stiff playing this. His kicks look ridiculous. His jumping looks ridiculous. His punch is ridiculous. It's very look at who kicks like that. I don't understand. I mean, back then we did have the technology to give us much better animation. And I don't understand, because this is a launch title for the Sega Genesis. You would want to give the best possible experience when you're, releasing your console. Why in the world would you have this as one of your launch titles? As you can see where I'm going with this, and I'm trying to save it to the end. But controls are terrible. I do like some of the things on it, like where you can choose which way you're gonna go. I like the scrolling in the background for its time, 1989. But then again, I saw things like this, I can honestly say, on the Nintendo itself, that I think looked better. My opinion. And I don't recall this game coming out for anything else. Did it come out for the Nintendo? I don't think so. I'm not sure. I do like the scrolling in the background, as you can see. I've always liked that. You said that, but where are these guys going when you kick them? Where do they go? Like, what happens, Obviously, you have a time limit to get through the level. As you can see, you just keep walking to the right. At the end of every level, you meet up with a boss. Ultimately, you would meet up with the final enemy that that was in Fist of the North Star, which is his brother Ryuken, they call him Ryo, King Rule, something like that. But that's his move. That's Ken's move. That is Ken's move. Even his the sound is there. I don't know what to say. Is it really that bad? Or was it really that bad? Back in 1989, launch title for the Sega Genesis, which became the most successful console for the Sega company. I don't know. I think this is real Ken right here. This is King Rule. No, here comes King Rule right now. Yeah. That's King Rule. Well, that was him before, but now he just got more powerful, so you have to beat him again. At the bottom, you can see what the energy, where the energies are and stuff like that, and how much energy it takes to knock him down. The game's really not that difficult. It's only a one player, which sucks. Definitely it's no competition for something like Final Fight. I don't know what to say. Well, at the end of the day, I'm just gonna lay it out there. Was it really that bad? Wasn't that good? Maybe that's the title I should have used. Was it any good at all? Maybe that's the title. I don't know. I'm not a fan of this game, other than the fact that it's part of Sega history with the launch of the Sega back in 1989, the Genesis. That's all I really can say about it. I mean, animation looks okay. The scrolling in the background, look at the clouds, how it goes. It's colorful. But no, I'm not a fan of Last Battle. Just my opinion, of course. If you guys have your feelings on it, please leave a comment. To me, any feedback is good feedback, good or bad. If you agree with me or if you don't agree with me, it's fine. Just to get the conversation rolling. But not a fan. Just not a fan of this game. I thought it was very stiff. I thought that for a launch title, it was definitely not a strong title to launch the Sega Mega Drive. And the only thing that you would think of this game that would give you any type of interest of playing it or having it is the fact that it closely resembles or follows Fist of the North Star. The characters are pretty much there. I just wish they would have brought that gore from the Japanese version, and that would have been some eye candy to go along with the game. But to me, at the end of the day, it's about gameplay, not so much about the eye candy. It's about gameplay and how much fun I had playing it. And unfortunately, I didn't have a lot of fun playing this back then, and I didn't have a lot of fun reliving it. Now that I could see it with a different set of eyes after the experiences I've had playing many different games throughout the years, just not a fan. So that's my feeling on it. Was it or is it that really that bad? Well, it wasn't that good. Guys, thanks for watching, man. More videos to come. As always, I'll leave it with keep it retro, guys. Keep it retro.